I genuinely believe there's a fucking perfect way to live as a man, specifically a young man. A way to actually fully life max. So that's what I'm explaining. So the absolute core fucking main source of happiness for guys is achievement and upgrading and development and commitment to goals and mission. This is why fucking video games are so addictive to us. Think about it. Video games are like the most addictive thing you do, the most like stimulating, like fucking awesome as fuck thing that you do. It's because in those games, there's so much concentrated fucking achievement and upgrading and progression. The capacity to upgrade and skill and the amount of like character development and upgrading, it's all right there. The fucking development, the potential of what's possible. Having something to do where you can develop and you can upgrade skills, you can improve, you can get rewards, you can work towards something, you can obsess over something. That is what is fucking like at the core of our well-being and our happiness. You know that this is true. You feel it when you fucking play video games. Having like the amount of like character, no matter what game it is, it could be a mission or a story where you go further and further deeper into the journey. Being able to upgrade the skills of your character and like progress and unlock new levels and unlock more cool shit. There's our ability to just like find immense happiness in devotion to a journey is fucking insane. Why do you think like 95% of like guys are fucking addicted to video games and like 10% of girls are? Is that not fucking crazy? Obviously there's something that must be intrinsic to us of like why we love them so much. And also like the games that girls tend to like are much more so just like games like Mario Kart and shit. They're just like for fun rather than actual like mission and development and progress. Even games like if you've maybe played like Lethal Company or Phasmophobia, for example, those games where you're not even like upgrading a character, you're still like on a mission with the boys, trying to achieve some shit. And in other games, it could be like a super high skill ceiling that you can grind and just get better and better and better. It's the actual like journey, the actual grind, the unlocking of shit that is just like crack to us. Like girls don't give a shit about like upgrading, getting the new levels, but like we just fucking love it. There's no like reason or logic to it, but you know that it's fucking true. Like if I was to try and find the psychological reasons for it, it just doesn't fucking matter because you know that it's true, you feel it. Nothing in our lives gives us this same feeling. Even like relationships, like your fucking girlfriend or your wife, is genuinely secondary to this feeling that we get. Think about it, like 90% of wives in fucking history have been upset with their husbands for caring more about work than about them. So no wonder video games are so addictive because they get this sense of achievement and development and progression, hyper fucking concentrated in something that you can just sit down and do without effort that you get continuous rewards from. The problem obviously is that video games don't progress our real lives at all. While the video games are hijacking your fucking happiness system, you become obsessed with progression there, but your actual real life suffers. You don't progress at all in your real life. So what I'm arguing is the peak fucking male experience is obsessing over progression and goals in your real life. And you might already be experiencing this. It might not be video games that you're obsessed with, but there is something. You fucking know this. Every time your life is good, it's because you're obsessed with upgrading in a fucking skill. It could be rock climbing, for example. I've got heaps of friends that rock climb. And when that is what you fucking care about, when it's all you care about, that is genuine peak. That is the best part of your life. I fucking know it. Your obsession and your progression, even like you might not feel like it some days, blah, blah, but when you're actually there, you're putting in the hard work, that is, you know that is fucking peak. Like going on a hike with the boys on a mission, that is peak. You have to wake up to the reality that we just have to accept that this is how we fucking work. So to live the peak male experience, we just have to cater to this need as much as possible. Now, video games are good, but deep down, we're not actually reaping real world rewards, so they can feel kind of empty. And there are things in our lives that we would like to upgrade, like our attractiveness and our health, our mental health, that video games don't help with. So I genuinely think the peak, genuine, top tier male experience is having something in real life that you care about, whether it's a hobby or it's your fucking job or whatever, and committing everything you can towards upgrading and development of. The more that you upgrade and develop, the happier you'll be. This is just what makes us happy. You just literally have to accept it. It just is what it is. You can try and reason against it, but you already know that it's fucking true. Now, there's a couple things here. One is that to maximize your progress in some sort of area, something that you're obsessed with, the time you put into the progress is not linear. The more time you put in, you get exponential results. If you're genuinely, fully obsessed with something, it's all you fucking do. Your progress is exponentially way higher than someone who just like does a few hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And that is what we want, the full-on maximum obsession. Think about it. Picture like, I'm picturing like a blacksmith who's like a fucking sword creator, and it's like all he fucking cares about. He just admires like his pristine fucking work. Or like, imagine like a wizard out in the bush. Is the other one I imagine, like crafting like fucking like staffs, and he's like the best in the world. He's a fucking master. That is the peak male experience. Full-on genuine obsession with progressing and upgrading, becoming the best, achieving mastery in something. But in order to reach that maximum level where it's like literally all you fucking care about, and I know this is sounding extreme. You might think, no, I have to care about relationships and I have to care about this and that. You can do those things. Absolutely. There are things you have to do to like survive. But in terms of what you actually care about, what is like genuinely what you care about, genuinely like you wouldn't sacrifice, you would not watch some random TV in the afternoon because this thing is what you care about. Why the fuck would you do that? This is your main thing. So that brings me to the next point, which is that in order to have that maximum full commitment, you have to cut out so much shit from your life. Time wasting shit. Random stimulating activities like scrolling and watching TV, watching YouTube, playing video games. Not only do they just obviously take time away, but they take attention away. Because they're so stimulating, they take so much of our attention away from this peak task. So while like we like them and they're stimulating, they feel good, our peak male experience is there, it's possible, and we're not going to be able to achieve it. And also, all these stimulating things, they fuck with our neurochemistry. They fuck with our dopamine levels, lowering and lowering our fucking reserves. And dopamine is literally our motivation. What you need to do to achieve this, you probably already know everything I'm telling you, but you just don't have the effort, the motivation to actually like force yourself to do it, because it can be difficult, some of these things. To start getting good at something, you're going to be shit for a while, and it takes some discipline, some knowledge of delayed gratification. When your dopamine is all fucked up from not being dopamine detox, basically, from enjoying stimulating things, whether it be food or porn or video games or anything. By food, I mean like unhealthy fast food, not just food. Our ability to motivate ourselves to work on the shit we actually care about is way, way lower. Now there's also like upgrades that you can make to your fucking just life so that your capacity to focus on these goals is much better. And that is what living on self-improvement is. If you want a list of those habits, go to the first link in the description is my paid program. You don't have to buy it, but on the about page, it has a list of all of the courses in there that I teach. Those is just basically every single habit. And there you can also see the progression that I've made, so you know that I know what I'm fucking talking about. Doing those self-improvement habits and having a good baseline life, not only does it actually start increasing, when you dopamine detox, which is one of the things, you stop your decreasing dopamine, so your motivation is much higher, but you also start increasing it, so it gets higher on top of that. And then having good mental health from the self-improvement practices, this is what's going to give us the good mental health, the like full-on commitment. But in order to really get there and really be able to fully commit, you need to be like exercising some good self-improvement habits like meditation and gratitude journaling, what you see in that list. Those things are like almost like having like a potion effect in a video game where you take it and like you're like, you know, all of your stats are increased and it's like really fucking good. It's like if you could have that potion all the time, you absolutely would, because they're just going to be more effective. And that is what being on self-improvement is like, basically. So literally picture life as like a video game. I've got an extensive theory that I think is fucking like so true, and this is sort of part of it. Picture your life as a video game and the skills in the game that you can upgrade. If you're playing this game, you're obviously just going to upgrade skills because we just like doing that. There's no like technical reason to, but like what sort of philosopher fucking nerd is being like, well, technically it's just about the fun. No, when you play the game, you upgrade skills just because we fucking want to. That's just what we want to do. Now, if you can like have a fucking potion that like makes you more effective, then that's fucking sick. And that is what exercising self-improvement habits does. And also in those games, the more focused you are on like one single thing Imagine like a multiplier being applied. I'm gonna make an extensive video about like what I'm talking about here, but imagine there's like a multiplier that the more you're focused on it, the more that multiplier increases. So if your focus is spread across a bunch of random shit, you get like shit multipliers on everything. But if you focus it all on one, it's like the exponential multiplier, you know what I mean? Like each time you get a bit more attention, it fucking like doubles your progress in this one specific skill. You know how in some games you can like be a bit general across skills, or you can just choose one. And it's not like when you just choose one, you say there's 5 skills. When you choose one, you're not 5 times, you're like 25 times more like you progress that much faster in this one skill. It's exponential how much faster you progress. And that progression is what gives us a source of happiness. So what I'm arguing is, in real life, you focus fully on some sort of progression. Now, you might be thinking like, well, fuck, like, I'd love to do that, but I'm gonna have to have a job and like this thing can't make money. Like, how am I supposed to devote my life to it? The age of not making money off your passions is fucking over. There are so many ways to genuinely make money off of whatever the fuck you want, whether it be teaching it or just like doing it and just posting it on YouTube for entertainment. Literally what I'm doing right now, teaching and trying to teaching guys about mental health and trying to fucking make money off of it. So link in the description if you're interested. You might be thinking like, that's not fucking possible, like you have to get lucky. If you genuinely think that, like, because that's a pretty fucking depressing thought to have, read this book. Just fucking, I don't need to say anything else. It genuinely is possible to it's possible to do whatever the fuck you want, to genuinely follow your passion if you are fully committed to it. But you're gonna be fully committed to it anyway, because that is the fucking peak male experience. What I propose to you is a lifestyle that is foolproof to obtain good mental health. The reason that so many guys have fucked mental health nowadays is because this thing that draws all their attention, you literally can't help but play video games. It's not anyone's fucking fault that they're addicted. It's like, of course they're addicted. It's like everything that we want. But then nothing in our real life actually progresses. So of course we're going to have shit mental health, because our actual life is fucked, but we can't stop doing this. We're putting in so much effort because it's so addictive, but nothing's actually changing in our lives. Finding some sort of mission in real life, some sort of skill that you want to upgrade or some sort of goal that you want to obtain. Maybe it's just like increasing your general fucking life quality. Like, you know, I did that for like 2 years, just generally increasing my mental health, my ability to study, my attractiveness, my fitness, whatever it is. You need to have something that you actually properly care about, some sort of real world progression that you can make, some sort of area where you can achieve and you can develop, you can grow, you can upgrade, and you can unlock new shit. And just like a video game, you're gonna be shit when you start. It's gonna take a long time before you start making progress, but it's the fucking journey and the process of being obsessed with something that matters. Genuinely, every single time I see a guy whose life seems directionless and he seems like depressed and unhappy with his life, I just genuinely think like, if you have something that you care about, if you had something that you care about, that you actually committed everything in your life just to this fucking goal, that is the fucking peak. That is the genuine peak male experience. Devoting everything you have, all of your time, all of your actions. I know it sounds fucking extreme, but how also fucking cool does it sound? Imagine the amount of progress you could make. You can still do shit that you want. Go and like talk to friends and do whatever, this and that, because that stuff is like helping you in your journey. But imagine if everything you actually care about is just this one fucking mission. And then you actually start progressing, you start making results, potentially becoming a fucking like master of your field, but potentially becoming the best in the fucking world. That is the fucking peak. Whatever it is now that you might be a little bit obsessed with, go fucking hard into it. It doesn't even matter. You can choose numerous things over your life, you know, one at a time. The more you put into it, the more it's literally all you care about. You would sacrifice anything for it. Of course you would. Sure, the video games are nice, the scrolling is nice, the watching YouTube is nice, the eating fast food is nice. But when you sacrifice that in return for more gains and more progress in the thing that you actually care about, that is way fucking better. You know, I know you fucking know this right now, that getting increased progress, increased results in something that you fucking love, you would sacrifice so fucking much for it. Of course you would, because this is our fucking core. We can't help it. This is everything to us. Get rid of everything else that is not aligning to this fucking core desire that we have. Live fucking true to yourself. Live true to this peak male experience. I'm telling you, that is the fucking secret. Yeah, alright. That's all. See ya.